Hi guys, Anna here. So, I cannot believe that January is almost over. That's blowing my mind, but that could just be because I've had such an insane month with council. As you guys know, SLC was this past weekend. I can't believe it. I hope you guys had as much fun at the event as we did putting it on. It was really great. But even before SLC, we had kind of a major event. It was the 102nd Pennsylvania Farm Show, and it was pretty cool. Now, I'm not sure how many of you know this, but I live just outside of Pittsburgh, so I don't really see a lot of farming going on. So my only experiences with kind of the actual hands-on part of agriculture is when I go to these events with council, where I get to, see the farm show complex, meet some cool people, meet their animals, and it's such a cool thing for me. It's always such a great learning experience because I would never, see these things if I weren't on council. So like I said, this was my very first farm show. I was a little scared. Farm show is such a huge event, the largest indoor agricultural exposition in the world. I mean, how crazy is that? And you're going to send the girl from the city into that, which is really great. That's what makes 4-H so cool, is having these new experiences opened up to us, and especially with council, I get to learn so many new things that I would never see otherwise, and I really love it. But I was a little scared. I had a lot of people telling me that it was maybe going to be weird for me, maybe too animal-y for my tastes. But I tried not to let that get me down. I tried to stay upbeat, and it was a pretty cool place. Farm show was nothing like I expected it to be, but yet it was everything I dreamed it would be. I really loved my first farm show, and I'm so glad that I got to experience it with my council. Thank God for them, because honestly I would have gotten so lost in the complex without them. So the first thing that people always say to me when I say that I'm going somewhere with council is, why are you doing this? What are you going to be doing there? And I think a lot of people just don't realize what we as a council really do when we go to these events. So I'm going to give you just a quick rundown of everything that we got to see and do during the week at Farm Show. So my week at Farm Show started on Friday. It was actually the day before Farm Show officially opened to the public, which was really cool. I got to kind of explore the complex before all of the people got there, which made it much easier to find my way around some of the more common areas later in the week. But we were actually there for the PA Preferred reception, which was a huge networking event, and it was absolutely amazing. Now, for me, it was a little nerve-wracking because by nature I'm incredibly shy. Talking to new people absolutely terrifies me. But because I had my team by my side and Kayla with me the whole event, everything went super smoothly. I met a lot of super cool people, and I learned a lot. I met the alpaca princess and learned about how to raise alpacas. I talked to a county commissioner, and I actually learned how to become a barbecue judge, and I'm really, really excited for this next chapter in my life. So PA Preferred was such a cool event, and I'm glad that we got to experience it. The next morning we came back to the complex for opening ceremonies. That was actually really interesting. We had entire rows of seating reserved especially for 4-H, which was so cool. We actually got to meet several members and just talk to them. And then Andrea, our president, got to stand up and speak in front of everyone, and it went so well. I was really blown away by it. It was a really cool ceremony. Now, of course, it was not all just appearances and blazers. We also got to see a lot of farm show events. So I think my personal favorites were the rabbit hopping competition, because I had no idea that bunnies, like domesticated bunnies, could actually like jump that high. I didn't know that was a thing, but I saw a rabbit jump like 18 inches in the air. It blew my mind. And also, they're really soft and fluffy looking. Like, I was really overcome by the cuteness. And the other thing that we actually got to see and that I found really cool and interesting, we saw the Cumberland County drill team. And for me, being from Pittsburgh, drill team immediately makes me think of like a dance squad. They actually, like, they were kind of like a dance squad, but they did it on horseback. What? Like, that would never occur to me. Horses terrify me, so I admire anyone who can, like, stand next to a horse, let alone get on one and ride it. It's absolutely amazing to me. It was so cool to see. They had like, so many different formations, and it was just really, really interesting. I really enjoyed getting to see that. So, the thing that no one really told me about Farm Show was that there were going to be like a lot of vendors and food stands everywhere. I was not anticipating everything that I was going to see and everything that I was going to want to buy over the week. It was really cool. I am a shopper at heart. I will automatically stop at like every stand and be like, I need it all. I did manage to contain myself for a bit. I ended up buying one skein of alpaca yarn because I had spoken to the alpaca princess at PA Preferred. I was like, okay, I need to feel this alpaca fleece yarn, like, and it was so soft and so pretty. I can't wait to actually start working with it because crochet is actually one of my main 4-H projects. So I'm really excited to see what I can make with that and maybe enter it in the fair. I don't know. I think it'll be interesting. The food. I know that's kind of a weird transition, but I think you'll all know what I mean. The food at Farm Show gives me life. I am craving some pulled pork nachos. I'm dying for a milkshake like every day since Farm Show. I think that was probably the unhealthiest I've ever eaten in my life because we were drinking milkshakes for breakfast and I was eating nachos for like every other meal. And I regret absolutely nothing because it was all delicious and amazing, and I think I'll be going back next year just to get some donuts. Like, I think it'll be great. So, I know that 5 days worth of Farm Show could not possibly fit into one video, but I did my best. I just really wanted to give you a glimpse into my very first ever Farm Show and a Farm Show as a council member, you know? So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. We update monthly. And we have a lot of cool videos coming your way. Don't forget to like follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. We would love to hear from you. And I hope to see every single one of you at Capital Days in March. Until then, all my love.